Hey guys, what's going on? So today what's happening is I'm getting ready to go on vacation, and so what I gotta do is I gotta prepare and I gotta set up, and I'm gonna show you guys what I do when I go on vacation. So my number one advice is to find some help, and there are some awesome ways to find help, and that's friends, neighbors, family. If you don't have friends that are willing to help you, you're gonna have to find friends, and the best way to do that is to go online. You can find some groups, so you can type in your state, let's say Facebook, type in your state, and let's say chicken, homesteading, rabbits, goats, whatever you're raising, and you can find people. So meet people, and the best way to do this is to not just ask for help, but to lend your hand to help them as well. It's what I've been doing. Actually, I think it was a year and a half ago. I just felt that I needed to get out there a little bit more to help people, and so I met a wonderful lady who raises animals, and so she's going to help me a little bit to help me do my animals. I got some family as well, so my number one advice is these goats are really all over her. Anyway, so is to find somebody, and that's to create relationships that are like you, and do what you can to give back to them with farm help as well. So we kind of trade back farm help. Second one would be is to hire it out, but if you hire it out, you're usually getting somebody who has no experience with animals, and if they do, they may not care about your animals as much. So other than that, the layout that you're going to see here is going to be just a little different. The reason why that's that chicken tractor where all the goats are around, that will not be there. The reason why it's there is because I had one of the tires bust on me, and I dragged it from all the way out there to here today. It's just too hot, I'm too tired, and I've got not quite half the distance left to get it. So here's what I have set up. I'm gonna actually go around here to the garden. I got this poultry net. I'm gonna have it all around the chicken tractor out here, and what it's going to do is you're gonna have to just kind of straddle over it every day, and then feed my goats. Let me show you my goat food container actually. So anyways, you're gonna straddle over here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna provide hay. I'm gonna put hay inside with the goats, and I'm gonna put, I think I got 4 bales, and that should last me 4 days easy. And so you're gonna get here and you're gonna see hay everywhere, because there's gonna be 4 bales, and they're just goats and they like to destroy stuff. So right here I got my goat container, my goat food container, and I think for the first like 3 days you only got to give them like 3/4 of a scoop of that. It's just a sweet feed with molasses. Kind of hold them over, they're gonna have all that hay. But that fence, what you're gonna do is on the last 2 days, you're gonna leave the gate open, and they're gonna have the run plus the electric fence to run around in, so that they can have mixture of the hay. The last 2 days will be the grass. So over here I've got my boy rabbits, and they're digging holes right now, so be careful. I'm gonna try to rake up as much as I can today that where you're gonna be walking, fill them in, and so feed and water, that's all you gotta do. Here's my advice. Every rabbit gets 1 scoop of food. And then the best way to remember this is I got the rabbit cages, the rabbit food. The rabbit food will be closest to it. So, sorry if that was too loud. So you're gonna just fill this up. And then I've got the 1 cup. Every rabbit gets 1 cup. I have a batch of grow outs over here. Just fill that 1 feeder all the way up to the top, and they'll be good, they'll be fine. And then just water them, fill up their water bowls. I haven't had anything crazy get in their water bowls. I had 1 rabbit that used to poop in it. Just dump it out, spray it out, whatever. Jet stream it, it'll blow the poop out of there. Anyways, so right here, I'm at the rabbit cages. I've got the chicken coop, chicken food, okay? So I'm gonna set food out, and I'm gonna take a picture of it, and I'm going to post it. So this is my chicken coop. They're gonna get the most food because they got most of the amount of chickens. These ones right here, you're gonna only feed them. So here's my scoops right here. Okay, so this is what I use. It's broken. So this is not the exact one you'll be using. So this will be filled up with chicken food, and then it will be soaked overnight. So let's say today I'm going to fill it up and then soak it. Then tomorrow I'm gonna have some soggy stuff to feed to my chickens. I'm gonna put lines in here so that you can know how to do it, and then I'll just put them in order, and then you'll kind of get it. Most chickens will have the highest line. So I've got these grow outs, I got the chicks, and then I've got the chicken tractor. The chicken tractor will go right here in the garden where I have nothing growing. That's pretty much it. Real simple. The water, actually, wherever my son put it. Okay, over here. So I've got this wonderful, it's dirty now. You just push it upwards. If you have it on full, it doesn't have as much water pressure. If you have it on jet, it's a little too strong. You'll be sitting there for a minute fighting with it because it'll be shooting out of the other side of the bowl. So the only thing that I ask and request on that is you turn the water off at the house. Step one of all of this, which I should have started with this, feed the dog. Feed the dog first. The reason why is because he's got some issues when it comes to territory, and he does not eat when nobody's around. So when you get here, he'll probably have the same food that you had left over, and then when you get here, he's going to chow through it. So fill it up, or really, if he does have food, don't fill it, then fill it when you leave. So that's kind of how I do it. So if there's no food in there, fill it first. If there is food, just fill it after you leave, or right before you leave. Fill him up. He's got a big bucket over there right next to the food. You'll fill up, and then just turn the hose off at the front of the house, or at the side of the house. And then right here, I've got my spigot thing. So this is how I do it. This goes to my goats. Green for goats, G, okay? And this little light red one, it don't do nothing. It's actually seized on there, which I have no idea how to get that off. If anybody's watching this and they have any clue, please let me know. So black goes to my chickens that are inside with the goose, and then red for rabbits. So the red one, actually, before I had all of my chickens all over the yard and not in the chicken coop, that's what I used for my rabbits, and so it's stuck with that. R for red and rabbit, G for green and goat, black for big batch of chickens. How about that? That'll work. So other than that, you can walk around anywhere you want to, except for in this little square. I've got carrots getting ready to go. Right behind there I got tomatoes. On the tomatoes, if anything does pop up, you can have it. As well as the chickens. I think Andrew, if you watch this, any day that you come and help, you can have all of the eggs that come on that day. If Courtney or Tammy doesn't want them, Tammy has a lot of eggs, she may not want them. You can leave them here for him. But this right here is the only house that's going to have eggs. Very rare do they lay it on the ground, but they're usually in the boxes over there. So other than that, guys, if you are not my farm sitter, please drop not just me, but drop your tips that you have. Some tips that I did to help my family and my friends, and really honestly, the people that I have helping me out, I consider them 100% my family. They're just amazing to me. I love them all. Anyways, so all I did was I moved, because I have all of my stuff all over the place. Everything's so portable, and being portable is actually very beneficial for this reason, because during times like this, I can just hurry up and pull it all in, and I don't have to let them do all the struggling. The only bad thing about all this is every one of these cages will sit for the 6 days that I'm gone. So other than that, I'm just rambling. Go ahead, hit the like. It helps the algorithm. Leave a comment as well. It helps the algorithm. But in your comment, I would like to hear some tips that I didn't talk about that you use to help your farm sitters. And when you're farm sitting, what are some tips that you have caught on from them? So there's that. And if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. See you guys later.